Grey's Anatomy Season 22 premiere spoilers. Life or death stakes after hospital explosion. Grey Sloan Memorial is once again in chaos as Grey's Anatomy kicks off its historic 22nd season on October 9th at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on ABC. Following last season's shocking finale, a catastrophic hospital explosion, the premiere promises life or death stakes not just for patients, but for the doctors themselves. According to the official synopsis, the staff will scramble to save lives while confronting impossible surgical decisions that could mean the end of careers, or worse. One of the biggest concerns? Dr. Link, Chris Carmack, who was dangerously close to the blast. Fans have already spotted Amelia looking frantic in teaser images, a reaction fueled by their shared child and lingering bond. Adding to the anticipation, showrunner Meg Marinis teased that Meredith Grey, Ellen Pompeo, could appear more frequently this season, splitting her time between Boston and Seattle. This opens the door for her to return to the OR, something fans have been waiting for. Meanwhile, speculation is building around the 450th episode, airing early this season. Many believe it's the perfect opportunity to bring back fan-favorite Christina Yang, Sandra Oh, for an epic reunion with Meredith. While Sandra Oh has said her Grey's days are behind her, milestone episodes have a history of surprise returns. With 18 episodes confirmed, Season 22 isn't holding back, delivering explosions, emotional turmoil, and possibly the comeback of one of Grey's most iconic characters. Hey lovely viewers, welcome to our channel Grey's Anatomy Official. Grey's Anatomy Season 22 premiere spoilers tease life or death stakes after hospital explosion. The doctors of Grey Sloan Memorial will need to fight to save their own. We're getting just a little closer to finding out who will live and die in the Grey's Anatomy Season 22 premiere. The synopsis makes it clear that lives are on the line, and not just those of patients. I don't think we really expected the Grey's Anatomy Season 21 finale to end in such an explosive way. All eyes have been on whether there will be major casualties, as once upon a time, Grey's Anatomy wasn't afraid to kill its own doctors. It's been some time since that has happened, though. There have certainly been cliffhanger endings. But did we really think a character would be written out? Usually, cast members renewing their contracts has helped to settle fears. It's all different this time, as so many have been silent about how things will go in Grey's Anatomy Season 22. Doctors' lives are on the line in Grey's Anatomy Season 22. The synopsis for the Grey's Anatomy Season 22 premiere makes it clear that lives are on the line, and not just the lives of patients. The lives of doctors will also be on the line, which is something we've worried about all summer hiatus. Sure enough, those who have made it through will be fighting hard to save the lives of those they care about. One that we're most concerned about right now is Link, who was in the operating room next to where the explosion was. If any doctor is in direct danger, it's going to be him. With that in mind, it would make sense why Amelia is so frantic in one of the images from the premiere. While the two are no longer together, they share a child together and they're friends, so of course, there are going to be feelings and emotions there. Impossible surgical decisions to come. On top of that, the synopsis makes it clear that there are some impossible surgical decisions that the doctors will need to make. They're no strangers to making these decisions for their patients, but it's rare now that they have to make them for colleagues. The last one I remember clearly was the decision to amputate Arizona's leg when she made it very clear she would rather die. Is it possible that there will be impossible decisions that could lead to the end of careers? Could it be a choice of life or loss of limb? They are difficult decisions for a lot of people to make, and it can be hard for people to make them when they're also fraught with emotion over the entire situation. After the catastrophic hospital explosion, Grey Sloan's staff scrambles to save not only their patients' lives but also their own. Confronted with impossible surgical decisions and emotional turmoil, they fight to preserve life amid devastation. 5 Grey's Anatomy moments that define American resilience. Grey's Anatomy has been a staple in American television for over years, tackling a myriad of themes, including resilience. The show has given us several moments that define the indomitable spirit of Americans in the face of adversity. These moments are not only entertaining but also reflect the tenacity and strength of people in their daily lives. Here are 5 such moments that define American resilience. When Miranda Bailey stood her ground. Miranda Bailey has always been a strong character on Grey's Anatomy, but one moment that really stood out was when she stood her ground against hospital administration. Her unwavering commitment to patient care and her colleagues highlighted the importance of standing up for what is right, even when faced with authority. This moment resonated with many viewers who appreciate the need for integrity and courage in challenging situations. Derek Shepherd's leadership during a crisis. Derek Shepherd's leadership during a hospital crisis showcased his ability to remain calm under pressure. In one particular episode, he coordinated a complex surgery while managing an influx of patients. His composed demeanor and decisive actions inspired his team and ensured that they provided the best care possible. This moment exemplified how effective leadership can make a difference in high-stress environments. Christina Yang's relentless pursuit of excellence. Christina Yang's relentless pursuit of excellence was epitomized when she refused to compromise on her standards during a critical surgery. Her determination to achieve perfection, despite the odds, inspired her peers and highlighted the importance of dedication in one's profession. This moment resonated with viewers who admire those who strive for excellence, no matter the challenges. Miranda Bailey's The Nazi Moment. Miranda Bailey's infamous The Nazi Moment, when she called out a fellow surgeon for their arrogance, was a testament to her resilience and commitment to teamwork. By addressing the issue head-on, she ensured that the focus remained on patient care rather than personal egos. This moment resonated with many who understand the importance of humility and collaboration in achieving success. Alex Karev's selfless act of kindness. Alex Karev's selfless act of kindness, when he anonymously donated blood to save a stranger's life, was a beautiful reminder of how small acts of kindness can have a big impact on someone's life. His gesture not only saved a life but also inspired others to do the same. This moment resonated with viewers who believe in the power of compassion and generosity in making a difference in the world. Grey's Anatomy EP on Season 22's Meredith. Hopefully we'll get to see her in Seattle more. Grey's Anatomy's 22nd season is fast approaching, but fans want to know, how much will we see of Dr. Meredith Grey Ellen Pompeo this year? According to showrunner Meg Marinis, we may see more of the legendary character if we're lucky. At the end of the last season, Meredith agreed to spend more time in Seattle, so that might mean more screen time. Marinis told TV Line. Well, she's definitely splitting her time between Boston and Seattle. But hopefully we'll get to see her in Seattle more. If that were the case, Marinis added, that might mean more time seeing Meredith in the operating room. Meanwhile, a Season 22 teaser has fans speculating whether or not Link, Chris Carmack, survived the epic explosion. The clip features Joe, Camilla Luddington, saying the newlywed isn't picking up his phone. Grey's Anatomy Season 22 premieres Thursday, October 9th at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on ABC. This story was originally reported by Daytime Confidential on September 23, 2025, where it first appeared in the Pop Confidential section. Add Daytime Confidential as a preferred source by clicking here. Grey's Anatomy EP on Season 22's Meredith. Hopefully we'll get to see her in Seattle more. Grey's Anatomy's 22nd season is fast approaching, but fans want to know, how much will we see of Dr. Meredith Grey Ellen Pompeo this year? According to showrunner Meg Marinis, we may see more of the legendary character if we're lucky. Well, she's definitely splitting her time between Boston and Seattle. But hopefully we'll get to see her in Seattle more. If that were the case, Marinis added, that might mean more time seeing Meredith in the operating room. Meanwhile, a Season 22 teaser has fans speculating whether or not Link, Chris Carmack, survived the epic explosion. The clip features Joe, Camilla Luddington, saying the newlywed isn't picking up his phone. Mark Sloan's best Grey's Anatomy moments, ranked. Grey's Anatomy's Plastics Posse was set to ride again at the 2025 Primetime Emmy Awards earlier this month, as Eric Dane was scheduled to present an award alongside former co-star Jesse Williams. Unfortunately, Dane wasn't able to make the ceremony, so Williams presented the Outstanding Directing for a Drama Series award solo. Fans rushed to wish Dane comfort and strength during his ALS treatment, and now we're celebrating his Grey's legacy across 9 seasons of the ABC medical drama. Here are our picks for his best moments as Dr. Mark McSteamy Sloan. Spoilers ahead. 10 Dad Mode. We see a softer side of Mark Sloan in the 8th season installment, What Is It About Men?, as he takes care of Sophia, his child with Callie, Sarah Ramirez, and Arizona, Jessica Capshaw. Cue many new dad misadventures, including his funny reaction to an unexpected rollover. 9. Taunting Derek. When Mark sees Derek, Patrick Dempsey, riding the elevator with ex-wife Addison, Kate Walsh, ex-girlfriend Meredith, Ellen Pompeo, and current flame Rose, Lauren Stamley, he cracks up and then cracks wise. Bet you wish you'd taken the stairs right about now, he tells Derek in a stage whisper. 8. Saving Alex. Not only does Mark shield Lexi, Kyler Lee from gunfire in the two-part Season 6 finale, Sanctuary and Death and All His Friends, but he also helps her save Alex's, Justin Chambers, life, even though he's clearly still in love with her and she's dating Alex. And Mark continues said life-saving measures, even as Lexi declares her love for his romantic rival. 7. A blow to the manhood. In Season 5's Stairway to Heaven, Mark and Lexi are having an on-call room assignation when he suffers a penile fracture in the heat of the moment. But 4 episodes later, he assures her that she's done more good than harm. You think you broke me, little gray, he says. You're the one who put me back together. 6. A promise of marriage. After umpteen romantic complications, including the arrival of his hitherto unknown daughter Sloane Laven Rambin, Mark reaffirms his love for Lexi in Season 6's Shiny Happy People, just 1 episode before the calamitous season finale. More on that later. When she reminds him she has a boyfriend, Alex, at the time he says, I know. I'm telling you, you can have a husband. 5. Afterlife Reunion. The ship known as Lexi sets sail again in Season 17's Breathe, as a COVID-stricken Meredith has visions of them while unconscious in the hospital. They tell her they're together in the afterlife, on her dream beach at least, and she shouldn't waste 1 minute of life fighting change, resisting pain, and thinking that they're not always with her. For his punchy intro. Mark makes his debut in Season 2's Yesterday and immediately starts hitting on Meredith, but doesn't get far before Derek, his former bestie, punches him out. After establishing that he and Meredith are the dirty mistresses in Derek and Addison's relationship, Mark starts suturing his own face. And it's Mare who gives him his immortal nickname, McSteamy. 3. Mark says it loud. Season 9's Remember the Time rewinds the clock to just before Mark's death, and during a surge of energy, he gives Jackson vital advice. If you love someone, you tell him. Even if you're scared that it's not the right thing. Even if you're scared that it'll cause problems. Even if you're scared that it will burn your life to the ground. You say it, and you say it loud. And then you go from there. 2. A McSteamy shower. Mark returns to Seattle in Season 3's I Am a Tree, emerging from a hotel room shower and just barely covering himself with a towel, just as Derek is apologizing to Addison about his role in the breakdown of their marriage. Oh, this is awkward, Mark says. Derek, meanwhile, finishes a humiliated Addison's champagne and says, I feel much better now. Mark does all he can to save Lexi from the plane wreckage in the Season 8 finale, Flight, and when he realizes he can't budge twisted metal, he tries keeping her alive through sheer force of will. We're gonna be happy, Lex, you and me, he says. We're gonna have the best life, Lexi, you and me. We're gonna be so happy. So you can't die, okay? You can't die, because we're supposed to end up together. We're meant to be. The Grey's Anatomy Season 22 teaser trailer holds nothing back. Okay, Grey's Anatomy fans, we are so back. Season 22 is mere weeks away, and when we last left our doctors, they were in a bit of an explosive situation, let's say. As you no doubt recall, distraught mother Jenna Gatlin, Piper Perabo, who just wanted to get her child the medical care she needed, accidentally, blew up the hospital. If you can believe it, and we know you can because, hey, this is Grey's. This isn't the first time this has happened at Gray Sloan Memorial. In fact, we're sure it won't be the last. But for the time being, while we know a few of our doctors and interns, like Simone and Joe, are safe, we can't say for certain who else is going to make it out unscathed. To find out, we'll just have to tune in to ABC on Thursday, October 9th, 2025, for a historic 22nd season of Grey's Anatomy. Let the countdown begin. Originally from Dallas, Texas, Kaylin studied broadcast journalism at the University of Arkansas before launching her career as a multimedia journalist in news. She later transitioned into social media, building experience in the digital media and entertainment space. Most recently, she served as an account specialist at a Dallas-based boutique agency before pursuing her Master of Arts in London at City, St. George's University of London. Kaylin now serves as a digital media content coordinator at Shondaland, where she channels her passion for storytelling and digital content. Shonda Rhimes pledges $15 million to Dartmouth College in 2028. Dartmouth will have its first campus building named after a woman, and its first named after a Black alum. Shonda Rhimes, the Hollywood A-list producer behind hits like Grey's Anatomy and Scandal, pledged $15 million to the school, which will be used to construct a new 5-story dormitory on West Wheelock Street bearing her name. Dartmouth wasn't made in my image, but it is possible to remake it to include my image, Rhimes wrote in a college news release. Construction will start in 2026, with a goal to be completed by 2028. The college said the new residence hall is part of its 10-year campaign to increase on-campus housing, with the goal of adding more than 1,000 beds and housing greater than 90% of undergraduates. It said this effort aims to relieve the affordable housing crisis in the Upper Valley, which needs more than 5,000 additional housing units by 2040 in order to meet population demand. At a time when it feels like people are questioning the value of higher education, it feels important to put my money back into higher education, Rhimes said in the news release. Grey's Anatomy returns for season 22, with one possible cast departure. After that explosive finale cliffhanger, here's everything to know about the new season of the veteran ABC medical drama. Earlier this year, Grey's Anatomy season 21 went out with a literal bang, as a massive explosion rocked the halls of Grey Sloan. And the veteran ABC medical drama plans to continue to bring that explosiveness in its upcoming season 22, which may include an increased number of appearances from Ellen Pompeo. What is the Grey's Anatomy season 22 release date? Grey's Anatomy season 22 will premiere Thursday, October 9th at 10:00 p.m. Eastern Time/Pacific Time. What time does Grey's Anatomy come on? Fans can check out Grey's Anatomy at 10:00 p.m. Eastern Time/Pacific Time. The series shifted back to this time slot starting last season. How to stream Grey's Anatomy. You can stream Grey's Anatomy on Hulu the day after each episode airs on Thursdays at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on ABC. How many episodes are in Grey's Anatomy Season 22? Season 22 is expected to run 18 episodes. That marks the same episode count as the year before. Who is in the Grey's Anatomy cast for Season 22? The following are, per their contracts, confirmed cast members returning for Grey's Anatomy Season 22. Ellen Pompeo, Meredith Grey. Grey's Anatomy Season 22 has the perfect episode to bring back Christina Young. As one of the longest-running medical dramas on TV, Grey's Anatomy has broken ground in dozens of ways, including bringing past cast members back to the series, with another chance to do so this season. Grey's Anatomy Season 22 is rapidly approaching, and while the series has had milestones in the past, this season's is the perfect moment to bring a veteran back to the show. After years of seeing past Grey's Anatomy cast members return to the show, which even the titular Meredith Grey, Ellen Pompeo, has left, viewers are prepared for some familiar faces to come back during the monumental 450th episode. Moving into Season 22, Grey's Anatomy's second episode of the season will mark the halfway point to 500, and there's a chance viewers will see surprising characters. Known for major stars returning during milestone episodes, Grey's Anatomy has always been ready with a natural disaster, massive accident, or hospital-wide tragedy during its biggest episodes. While there may be high stakes for the show upon its return, it's also possible that Grey's could bank on a big return for its next milestone, keeping things exciting for longtime viewers. Grey's Anatomy Season 22's perfect Young comeback episode is its 450th outing. The milestone could usher Young back to her roots. With Grey's Anatomy's 450th episode coming quickly after its season premiere, the series could be looking to make a big impact with longtime viewers by bringing Christina Young, Sandra Oh, back to her roots. While Young left the series after Grey's Anatomy Season 10, it's been speculated many times that her return could be coming soon, even for just an episode. Christina and Meredith's relationship was one of the most important of the series, and though their friendship has been referenced several times throughout the last 10-plus seasons of the show, they haven't shared the screen in over a decade. With Grey's Anatomy's 450th episode coming up, it could be the perfect time for Christina to return and reunite with Meredith. With fan favorites having made surprise appearances in the past, including a posthumous Derek Shepherd, Patrick Dempsey, and Addison Montgomery, Kate Walsh. After years off the show, Grey's Anatomy often has sway with its previous cast members. The 450th episode may be one of the rare opportunities, if not the final on-screen opportunities, for Yang to return to Grey's Anatomy. Although Oh has been vocal about feeling like her time on Grey's Anatomy is very much over, it's possible that making a guest appearance wouldn't be out of the question for the actress. With Yang being a beloved character, it seems probable that Oh would return for a short appearance if the story worked for her both creatively and logistically. Why Grey's Anatomy Season 22's milestone episode might be the last chance to give Yang a special comeback. The series could be coming to a close. Although Grey's Anatomy hasn't announced any plans of ending soon, the series has been on for over 20 years. Grey's has become less of a success due to its storytelling and more of a spectacle due to its length of time spent on the air. An institution, the show is still telling stories and bringing an interesting perspective to the screen, but it's not innovative anymore. Grey's Anatomy Season 22 hitting a major milestone is a huge deal, but it's likely that it may be one of its final milestones as it moves toward the end of its life on the air. Grey's could last until 500 episodes, but it seems more likely that the show will come to a close before it ever does so. With that in mind, the Grey's Anatomy Season 22 milestone may be the final time that Christina would be able to return to the show outside of its series finale, which will surely see familiar faces. While Oh has been upfront about feeling like Grey's is behind her, knowing that this could be her last chance may change things for the actress. How Yang can return in Grey's Anatomy Season 22. Things may not be as simple as a guest spot. While bringing Oh back to the series may be a difficult ask, it's possible to do it in a variety of ways that may not impact her schedule as much as an episode-long arc. Christina could easily come back to the series in a different capacity, sharing emotional moments with Meredith and other long-standing cast members without a full-blown cameo. If Oh's schedule isn't working with filming an entire episode, it may be possible to bring her back to the 450th episode in a more pandemic-like capacity, filming her scenes elsewhere and using a phone call or FaceTime method to bring her back to the series. Yang could also appear in a flashback sequence of some sort, using footage of the character that already exists. While it would be best to see Christina return to Grey's Anatomy in the flesh, having her back in some capacity would be an exciting turn for the series. After years of viewers hoping that they'll see Yang back on screen again in the future, Grey's Anatomy could finally deliver on bringing back one of its most beloved, most sought-after characters. Enjoy Screen Rant's primetime coverage? Click below to sign up for our weekly Network TV newsletter. Make sure to check Network TV in your preferences and get the inside scoop from actors and showrunners on your favorite series. Thanks for watching this video. Please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up.